second clap on that, Garrett, when you go to edit it.
Okay. This is so dumb.
This is stupid.
All right. Well,
You're starting it.
I'm starting it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Q Up with I'm Malcolm Davis, aka DJ Iconic, sitting here with. You want to do your introduction?
My name's Garrett. Garrett Ebersol, owner of Prestige Event Services, DJ Garrett Ebbs, or DJ Garrett as I am in most athletic people at OU's phone. No one actually knows my last name. They just know me as DJ Garrett.
I don't like how you got to throw like CEO and let's read. I'm the COO, Prestige Event Services. If we're throwing out titles,
And we don't have jobs right now.
because our whole job is hanging out with more than 5 people everywhere. It's the whole thing. Let's see things that are gone. Everything.
Why, though? Because who knows? Somebody could be watching this in 3 years and be
Oh
like,
yeah, it's 2020. The year is 2020, and coronavirus is here, y'all. And he ain't going nowhere. He come quick. He come quick. He come quick. He do bad things to us and my wallet. I just got a new car. I have car payments and rent and stuff, and our only stream of income is gone. Not to get like serious for a second, but
So it's March 16th. It's the first day of spring break if you're a student. We are not. I graduated. Malcolm,
I did the whole dropout situation. I didn't
Malcolm's
want to go to school anymore.
he's not in school anymore. If you're watching this, you're probably at home, bored, nothing going
Quarantined.
on. Quarantined. The whole COVID-19 virus is out right now. Last week, there's no point in explaining everything because everyone already knows what's
They
going on.
better already know. If you don't know, wash your hands. That's it. That's the whole thing. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't leave your home. Drink water. There's got to be something else.
I mean, here's the deal. If you've been following along, everything is canceled. Our whole lives just gone. Here's
a
why.
week.
Yeah, in a week. Actually, in the matter of 24 hours.
Yeah, it
really,
was-
because we haven't really had much else cancel since then. There's a meeting going on right now about the Board of Education for Oklahoma that they're possibly going to close schools through the 6th of April because of this virus, which means we had school events on April 4th. Those are going to get canceled. But let me back up to last week, Tuesday, the whole Thunder game thing happened, and then it was like the NBA, and then it was like every other sporting event decided to cancel. Well, Malcolm and I work with OU a lot. Like, we are very thankful for our jobs with OU. Luckily, for the most part, we got out of basketball season. Because if this would have happened in the middle of basketball season, man, we would have been really screwed if you think about it.
I would still be driving a 2012 Nissan Altima. You can pick it up now at Bob Moore Nissan if you want it. It's probably going to auction if they don't shut down.
Malcolm got a new car, and
I'm
then all this
excited about
happened.
it. I'm
But-
excited about it.
So all the closures started, or cancellations and stuff, postponements, and then it was cancellations. But the problem is NCAA cancels everything, right? Well, I'm supposed to DJ women's gymnastics. Softball, we still do some other things with softball.
It's gone.
Baseball, we were looking at potentially doing that. I was talking with Chris with marketing.
Adios. I was going to have a talk with soccer about doing something with them. That's gone.
Well, soccer's not till the fall, so we still got hope there.
Well, we hope.
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing we're seeing now is like August. They're saying until like August. It was like, oh, this will be over by like April. Now it's like, nah. Don't get your hopes up. August is what we're looking at.
Yeah. Let's see what else. So with all that canceling, that was just a domino effect for everything else. So like all the schools are closing. Now all the bars, restaurants, nightclubs and stuff are closing. So now there's potentially no gigs for us for the next 2 months. They're saying 8 weeks. CDC said 8 weeks of 50 people or more you can't hang out with. Well, besides our backwoods set, we haven't done an event with less than 50 people in forever.
If you don't get that, it's an inside joke that Garrett and I have because 4 years ago, God, we're getting old.
2015.
2015.
5 years.
5 years ago. God. So 5 years ago, Garrett and I got to play Backwoods, which was a music festival that got put on out in Stroud. And it was fun. We got we got a lot more playtime than a lot of people. We got to play on the island stage, but at our actual sets that we had to have like the side main stages that we got to do, I think there was like 7 people at mine.
I think there was maybe 10 or 12 at mine.
Yeah, there was like 7 people at mine. So if Backwoods happens again, I'm definitely not any more popular than I was back then. So Backwoods could happen for me.
So we have a running joke now that anytime we DJ a gig and there's like no one there, we always say more people than my Backwoods set.
Yep.
So yeah, but that's where that comes from.
The NBA's all upset about like having to play in empty rooms. It's not even doing it anymore. Everybody was talking about they want us to play in front of nobody, and I was like, first time.
Yeah, the memes
your
are
local,
great.
Your local DJ.
I'll try to put the meme. Let me just explain the meme. I sent this to someone.
Don't explain it. That's not good content.
No, it's good
content.
content.
Have better content than this.
What was it? Hang on, I gotta find it. It said NBA players. We're gonna play games to an empty room, and then it says opening DJs, and it's the one. What's that guy's name? It's Miles Teller. Is that right?
Miles Teller. That's James Franco.
Oh,
that is James Franco. Miles Teller.
They're in movies together. That's why I was.
Miles Teller and name one.
I don't remember. Anyways, it's him with a noose around his neck. It says first time. And the funniest part about this meme is whenever I opened for Steve Aoki and there was like no one there.
It was the best though. That was fun.
Good
Steve Aoki, cool guy.
But hey, let's get back on subject. We were talking about everything canceling. So yeah, pretty much this just means that we aren't working for the next 2 months. And that's not good. The only good part about it is not much overhead, thank God. Still rough though, because April's our busiest month of the year, and it was already looking pretty slow, which is fine. Like we don't have a problem with this. Like we're working nonstop anyways. Like he's got his nightclub gig on the weekend, so like he's always got filler dates. I have my big events, but the problem is everything's canceling now, and everything's school based timing wise. So like a lot of the events that we do are based on school time. Well, there's no postponing past graduation, like. Because the people in charge of those events are gone. So, like, they're canceled. Man. They're done.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. All the kids that were going to graduate this year, they now have to, like, walk on Skype or whatever they're going to have to do. Is Skype even still Skype's going to get real popular real fast. Hey,
here's the deal. We are now offering virtual events. So, like, if you want to stream your event, we have the ability to do that.
As you can tell, we have camera. We still have all of our DJ equipment.
We've got access to a bunch of more like switchers and video production gear and things like that. So if you're watching this and you still want your event to go on, all 4 of you, you know, if you're throwing an event or you got some friends that
I say we get like 9 views on this.
I bet we get more than that just because people are bored and they've got
just sitting at their house doing nothing. Yeah,
because that's the only good part about all the events canceling is other people's events are canceling too. So like we're not in this alone. So
we should have had some people come in and sit in on this. Been like, how many of your events have canceled? All of them? Next?
Someone. We could call someone, but
I'm not going to call somebody.
I don't want
to
edit this thing that much.
That'll be miserable.
But anyways, that's where we're at this week. It kind of sucks. We're waiting on everything else to shut down. What we really need to happen now that we're on this whole, like, everything canceling, because we saw something, what did it say, July?
August.
It said into August earlier, some news conference we watched.
It was the address. Trump was making another address, and the guy was like his confidant that knows all about the coronavirus. The little old pale dude.
Let's just put it like this. If this goes into August, we're screwed.
Dude, you might be screwed, dude. I was born for the service industry, baby.
Here's the deal. Everyone just go home. At this point,
stay in your house.
Like last week, don't worry. I was one of those people that was like, hey, everyone's overreacting. Like, it's fine. Just wash your hands. Now, because it's really affecting me, just stay home for 3 weeks. Just don't do anything. You toilet paper hoarding motherfuckers. Like, just stay home. Okay?
Toilet paper hoarding.
Dude.
It's like the gravity of the situation set in for me really fast where I was like, man, if I don't, like, it added an extra like 20 to 30 minutes to my gym session because I feel like if I don't meticulously wipe down everything that I touch, people are going to ostracize me and be like, this dirty motherfucker is just walking around the gym working out like he usually does. He's not even wiping down. There's people that are washing their hands between every set. Every set.
I was one of those people today. Kendall and I went and worked out, and we would wipe down the equipment before, wipe down even the plates, and then put them on, work out, do the set, and then wipe them after. I'm not a germaphobe. I am grossed out by dirty things, like especially public places where it's like your business. Like we don't go out with like dirty like DJ gear. Like if our gear had mud or like just it looked gross, like that would not be good. That's the same with like gyms and stuff. They should already be cleaning. I don't know, understand. Here's the thing that I'm really annoyed about, and I'm about to get heated on this. Everyone just decided, oh, we're going to start cleaning even more. Like, I'm sorry, you should have been cleaning in the first place. That's disgusting.
This happened to me this weekend. I'm DJing at Dollhouse, and I've been drinking a ton of water because, COVID-19. But I go to the bathroom, and there's not a line to pee. There is a line of people washing their hands now. And I'm like, you dirty fucks. You should have been doing this already. So, this shouldn't be like a thing that like, oh, man, national pandemic. That's what it took, Chad, to get you to wash your hands was the fear of death.
So I know exactly what you're talking about because Saturday night we went to Cowboys, which definitely, if I was going to get it, it would have been there.
Yeah.
But we went to Cowboys on Saturday for Carter's birthday. And I had never seen so many people in the guys' bathroom at Cowboys wash their hands.
Yeah.
Like it was like when you lean up against a sink and you get the front of your shirt like wet.
Oh.
Like that's how many people were washing their hands that the freaking counter looked like a flood had happened. Which I was kind of okay with.
How are you washing you lean against the sink?
No, I don't. But like every now and then you do on accident.
Lean against the sink?
Yeah, like the cabinet.
I don't think I ever do that.
I have before.
I think I turn the water on and kind of like sit at like a 90, like, I don't know, you have short arms.
Yeah.
Why are we sitting the same? Is this going to happen the whole time? I switched my legs so I wasn't sitting the same as you.
This is my office. These are lawn chairs because I only have one office chair. And if I had sat in that office chair, I'd have been way taller and it just looked weird.
Yeah.
Besides, this is the first podcast. We don't really know. We just don't have anything else going on.
We're just doing it. We're just sending it.
You wrote down some things to talk about. We kind of want to get off the topic of COVID-19, but the problem is it's just going to keep affecting us to where the point, like...
We had to talk about it.
Yeah, we had no choice.
We had to address it. But let's start talking about some positive things, I don't know. I'm Malcolm. You're Garrett. How'd you start DJing? Because my whole thing is kind of boring. But how you got started, like, at your dad's...
Yeah.
Something?
So, back in 2009 to 2009. I was going to say 2010. 2010 is when Prestige started. 2009. That's why I was reversing there. 2009. You just talked out loud without talking to the mic. So, I don't know if it actually picked it up, but that was funny.
We'll see.
Maybe
we'll fix it in post.
Maybe we'll do. Anyways, is that recording still? I hope.
Yeah, it's going. I
mean,
mean,
good.
We kind of set all the equipment up.
This is kind of like just set up.
Dry run, dude. Rip it.
We could record this whole thing and it may not work. Anyways, 2009, DJ'd my dad's 20-year reunion. Yeah, 20. And then it wasn't me DJing. It was more me. They needed music. And I think he price shop for DJs, and they were expensive. So I had a Zune at the time and played music off of my Zune, off of some rented speakers, and I made like $40. I don't even answer the phone for anyone.
You had a Zune?
Yeah, I had a Zune.
It's just crazy to think that you had a Zune because you're so Apple gung-ho now.
I was
didn't have
not
like a Nano.
Apple at the time because my parents refused to get me an iPhone until I was a junior in high school.
Gotcha.
So I was pro Zune. I had a friend that had a Zune, so that's the reason I went the Zune route, because he had one, and it was like, oh, that's awesome. You can download all the songs you want and just pay a subscription. Now that's what everyone does, which is crazy to think about.
Zune was so ahead of its time. It's like,
which is crazy to think about. But so yeah, I did that, and then I really looked into it. I was in band, so I was a drummer, and then music. I always liked music and stuff like that. And then my dad paying me $40. I was like, whoa, cool. $40 when you're a freshman I was a sophomore. $40 when you're a sophomore in high school?
untaxed.
was just about to get my license. I was like, heck yeah. That's a lot of money.
To get your license, that's like a tank of gas.
I had a Volkswagen. I didn't even have a car at the time when I got paid for that yet. So $40 back then was great. Anyways, jumped to January 2010. I had already got my license in December 2009. And yeah, that's where Prestige was born. Technically, it was born at the high school reunion, but
Why Prestige?
you already know why.
I know,
Everyone
but
knows
maybe
why.
like the 6 people that are going to watch this don't know why, and I think it's
Prestige.
hilarious.
Worldwide off of Step Brothers. That movie, I think, came out the same year. And everyone kind of, I think my parents may have joked about. The funny part is, I have never watched that movie fully all the way through until like a month ago. It's March 16th, 2020. I watched that movie full like a month ago. But I knew about Prestige Worldwide, and I kind of knew like what the concept was in that Will Ferrell movie. So yeah, I was gonna name it Prestige Worldwide, and I was like, that's stupid because it's already in the movie, and I'm not going worldwide. Not yet. We're on our way. But yeah, Prestige. At the time, it was Prestige DJ Services because I wasn't doing anything but DJing. And then I didn't rename it to Prestige Event Services until like 2014 or something, somewhere around maybe 13, because that's when I started doing photo booths and stuff like that. I mean, there's a long path to get to where we are right now. There's some stuff that like I don't want to talk about. There's a roller coaster there in the middle.
Ups, downs.
Over the past 10 years.
Got a little topsy-turvy for a second.
But pays the bills. Paid the bills through college, and it's still paying the bills. Kinda, not at this exact moment, but I mean it is the what I've saved from doing this over the past couple of years is now paying for this hiatus we're on from doing events. But yeah,
Good
we worked
word,
at another
hiatus.
place. Yeah, hiatus. The NBA's on a hiatus, and everything's on a hiatus. But so like a couple years back is where I met you, because you started DJing. The part that I don't really want to talk about is we worked for another company for a while, and that's where go ahead.
That's where I got my start. I mean, then Garrett popped up because he transferred down here from NEO.
Yeah, I was at NOC Tonkawa.
NOC Tonkawa, which is a really small school that I'd never heard of, and I thought my college was small. But yeah, he transferred down, and we started working together for a production company here locally. And then through like crazy turn of events of like multiple years of working and doing our best, we ended up just kind of going off on our own. And I started my company, Takeoff Events. I started Takeoff Productions in 2015. No,
it was
2017. 2017, I started my company, and we did pretty good my first year. I had set a goal of like, I'm going to make X amount of dollars, and I blew that way out of the water. I thought I did way better than I thought I was ever going to do, being off my own and like calling you for some stuff. And
yeah,
then 2019, last year, beginning of last year, I think we sat down and had a meeting about like, we're essentially just competition for each other. So let's just put it all under one roof. And I kind of shut down my whole operation and merged. And now here we are, quarantined together and making a podcast.
Over the past couple of years, like, we technically weren't competition because it was like I needed you to cover events and you needed me to cover events. And the problem is this isn't offensive to any of the other DJs out there that we work with all the time, because we do work with some guys that like understand us. But our events are so specific on what we do for people as far as like music, as far as that client. We're very thankful to work with OU a lot, and some of their needs have to be met. And we just understand some of those events that are happening without like blinking an eye. Like if we had to bring in someone, like every now and then we bring up our friend Stevie from Dallas. He's a great DJ. But if we were to send him to like a basketball event or something like that,
He'd figure it out.
He'd figure it out.
It's not that hard, but I don't think he would like. It'd be a vibe check. He'd have to have he'd have to sit there and be like, We have to have him watch a couple of games or something before we
Yeah,
like had the hang of it.
It's a totally different vibe of doing an event for 3 hours DJing for X genre of people, and then doing a basketball game where there's dead balls, where there's momentum timeouts, where there's
Halftime.
like
You
there's
can go into overtime and you have to like know the crowd and be like, right, got to play some hype them up, or like this is an injury timeout where I'm not supposed to be playing music.
yeah.
There's a lot of stuff goes into
there's
it.
a lot of like it's situational awareness, and it's a very like if you don't know the sport, you're not gonna do a good job. Like
Oh yeah, my first time ever DJing wrestling.
yeah.
There's this. So in wrestling, because I know this now. Shout out Kayla, because she sat next to me and taught me all about wrestling for like 2 matches. There's this thing in wrestling called blood time, and it's where one of the guys is bleeding. And to me, I was like, "Oh, this is an injury time," so I'm just not playing music. And we were wrestling Navy this year, and one of their guys, every time I think he made contact with the other wrestler from OU, he would just start bleeding. So there was just like back and forth of just this kid's bleeding, this kid's bleeding, this kid's bleeding. So their match took like 7 minutes, which is a long time for a wrestling match.
Right.
To finish, because they're like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, and then you're done. So it took like 7 extra minutes of time. So like 14 minutes probably total of this one match because this kid kept bleeding and just me sitting there not playing anything because I was like,
Right.
this kid's hurt. He's not hurt. He's just blood time.
Right.
That's hype him up time. That's for me to get on the mic and be like, let's go you or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, blood time, which is sounds way more badass than it is.
The thing with the sports we do, and if you're watching this and you know us, you already know that we cover football, we cover men's and women's basketball, then we
Volleyball,
cover
wrestling.
volleyball, wrestling.
Softball
We
sometimes.
help with softball. We do some things with softball. We do some things with baseball. Are we missing any?
Not with OU, I don't think. I mean,
We
unless you
help
wanna,
out. We help out OU athletic marketing a lot, and then we help out with the Lloyd Noble Center. So we do some things, like we cover sports. So yeah, a lot of the things we do are whenever we talk about them, it's just kind of like we think that everyone knows what we do. But yeah, that was so you know, in case you're just like, why are they talking about DJing wrestling? That doesn't make any sense. Like,
Yeah. Well.
So yeah, we're the DJs.
Also, I'm a DJ. A lot of people still don't know that. Apparently, I'm a DJ. That's what I do. Yes,
who
it pays
is
my
saying
bills.
You're not a
I've
DJ?
had a lot of people ask me, like, so is that all you do? And I'm like, it's not. Well, we do like production stuff, but a lot of people just ask me, like, so you're.
So one thing that I've started doing, and I mean you could do this too, is I say I run a production company that, and they're like, well, what's that involved? I say that involves doing AV, and I'm also a DJ, and then I kind of like skip around it because there's such a negative connotation. Connotation? Is that the right?
Yeah, denotation's like the definition of something. The connotation is like the feeling behind
Yes.
a word.
There's such a negative connotation about telling someone you're a DJ because they're like, they just think you're either like a, well, this kind of falls for you. They think you're
Yeah,
like a
I'm a-
dropout.
Yep.
That's kind of, yeah, that's definitely falls for you. But there is money in it. This is our jobs. A lot of people don't take us seriously whenever it comes to our jobs.
I think it's also because we're so young.
Well, yeah.
We got in the game so early.
Well, they just think they see like the big like Vegas DJ guys, and then there's us, and like we charge what we charge because of our experience. We charge what we charge because of like our gear and everything that we do. This is not cheap to do by any means. I know I said I have a low overhead, but the amount of money I have spent on gear here recently to keep this thing trucking along is insane. Like just the turntables I own are $2,000 a piece. Like,
Yeah, I think my first year of business, I had to get a business loan for $5,000, and I had that paid off in a year.
right.
So, like, you have to put the money in. Like, all the money that you make, we should be investing back into the company, but we have, like, bills and everything.
Yeah.
It's not like,
Which is what I've been doing here recently, which is why I've upgraded sound system. I bought some necessities that I have needed to buy just for events that I do. For a while there, I didn't need to buy certain things because, I mean, it just made no sense. I didn't really have anywhere to store it. There wasn't the cash flow, but some
We
cash.
still don't have anywhere to store anything.
Yeah, we don't.
It's-
The
there's
room next
no-
door
there's
is
nothing.
packed. I live by myself, and if I didn't, I don't know where I'd put all this gear.
It is a absolute mess in there. Everything's super organized, but just walking in there is so overwhelming because you get to see like we've grown so much in the past like 2-3 years.
Yep.
Between like all of your equipment and my equipment combined into like one, 30 square foot space.
Yeah,
it's
it's
crazy.
Like 100 square feet, but
That's
it's
100
small.
square feet.
Yeah, I mean,
I
10 by
don't know.
10
I don't
is
know how- I don't
100.
know how big anything is.
Um,
I didn't do math. You're the one that went to college, buddy.
true.
I did the dropout situation.
But yeah, running this thing, it's a lot of work. It's more work than people give us credit for. Back to the sports DJ thing. With OU, and not just because it's OU, but like with any event that is public and more than 100 people, especially a sporting event, going through the music is so much work in itself. It's like a whole entire separate job trying to go through the music that we can play at these sporting events.
So clean.
Yeah.
And it's not just like, oh, he said the fuck word. It's like, oh, is he talking about guns? Is he talking about sex? Is he talking about drugs? So literally any song that's come out in the past 3 years that top the charts is like so racy,
Yeah.
but you still gotta just tweak
Yeah.
it a little bit. Maybe you just, like you flip edit it and take out.
Part of our job is to obviously our main job whenever it comes to like warm-ups is to hype the players up. Like if the players aren't hype, they're not winning. And we help with OU, Champ U, and everything here is about winning. Like we are very lucky to work with a university that is as good at sports as OU is. Thank God, because it makes it fun. Like if we sucked, it wouldn't be fun. Also, I don't know if they'd have the budget for us. But
Let's not talk about budgets.
Yeah,
We'll edit that out in post.
But really though, like winning equals money. Like when it comes down to it, which is why
That's what OU does.
That is literally why OU is the best athletic department in the nation. I'll say it. Like we already know Joe C is like the #1 athletic director. Like
Hey, Big Joe.
yeah,
Good to see you. Thanks for watching.
He ain't gonna watch this.
No way, no.
But the whole athletic department as a whole is just like top notch. There's not anyone in there that is just like shouldn't be there. You know what I mean? Like everyone in there knows their job. They do their job well. There's never been a moment where like I feel like OU is doing something they shouldn't. Like yeah, there's some promotions that have like not worked, or there's like, cancellation of events right now. Like that sucks, but that's not.
But it's never on the OU team.
Yeah, like they're doing their job.
Yeah, they do a great job too, and I'm
Mhm.
glad that we're a part of that.
Yeah, I'm glad that they let us be a part of that because it's a lot of.
We're gonna
fun.
say thank you to OU a lot in this podcast.
They-
If you
They help pay our
haven't
bills.
caught that little trend, I am having a cramp.
They help pay our bills, and we're thankful for that. And Malcolm's having a cramp. If you're watching the video version of this, you're seeing that. And the stocks have been put on hold again.
Again,
Dude, the
bye. Let it fall, dude. I
Hey,
say,
this
let
is
the
a great time to support your local businesses. We're now selling gift cards to your next event. Yep. Tentative dates. If you call us during football season, I need you to check OU's football calendar first. And a volleyball schedule hopefully is going to be coming soon.
I didn't get this memo.
But yeah, anyways, what else? Where else are we at? We talked
We gotta
about
have like a
OU.
segment.
We talked
That's
about
all we've talked about. We talked about the
COVID-19.
the virus. We gotta have some
We
segments.
talked about how we got into DJing.
segment. Do a segment.
What about?
Do something funny.
I don't know.
This is hard, dude. This is what it's all
How
about.
long have we been going for?
Who knows?
Hang on, I'll check. Beats in time. We've been going for 29 minutes and 38 seconds.
Boom.
I say we
think-
get to 45.
and then we cut it, and then
cut
we
it,
chop it
and
down
this
to
is number
20.
1. No, we don't chop it down. We're just gonna post this. Screw it.
Who knows?
Let's see. I don't know. What'd you write down?
names of the podcast. That's all I wrote.
That's how much time you spent.
Dude, it took for trying to you try to name a podcast off the top of your head right now. What would you call this?
I don't know.
Exactly. It can't be the IDK show. Not a good name. And I guarantee you the I Don't Know show is already taken.
Here's a couple things with this whole virus thing.
Well, can we stop with the virus?
No, I'm just like, people need to know this.
What are you going to say that they can't literally get on any other platform? YouTube, Twitch.
How many DJ? Oh, actually, now I want to talk about this. No news station has interviewed any AV company or DJ company. They've interviewed rental companies, but they haven't interviewed us. I don't really want to be interviewed, but it makes me angry that our industry is not getting. Oh, I think the camera died.
Oh, that's the best. Is it dead? It just moved.
It may have ran out of space.
That's crazy.
Well, if you're watching the video portion of this, it's now a black screen, and we're just going to keep rolling.
I don't think I'd want to be interviewed.
Why not?
Well, what am I going to... How's this affecting you? I'm nothing. Nothing
Yeah,
is
good
happening to
point.
me now. I have nothing. I can't...
Jobs have canceled. Gigs
everything
have
that we do
canceled.
is done. Everything.
How many events are we at?
Our
I got to add 2 from this
11?
morning. I think we're at 13 events.
13
canceled.
events cancellations. I
With
mean,
2
Dollhouse will be done.
2 pending. Over... Yeah, 2 pending as of right now. Waiting on... Let's see. Actually, let's check Facebook, see if it's updated.
They're urging people not to hang out with more than groups of 5. That's
Wow.
what you can't hang out with people that are... Everything that I go to has more than 5 people at it.
Yeah.
I can hang out with you. I can hang out with you, your girlfriend, my girlfriend, and me. Those are the and then if we add one more person, we're done. We can't hang out with anybody else.
Yeah. We were looking at, because of everything canceling, and we know gyms are next. Like New York, LA, we're back on this subject, but that's okay. Because it's literally it's not going to leave for the next 4 months.
We can stop talking about the virus.
So they're
But
getting ready to
I don't
want to
linger on it. Yeah, they're going to close gyms, but I don't want to linger
we
on
were
it.
looking at building a gym in my carport because gains, baby.
$15 a month. Everything's wiped down. You can have one 45-minute. You have one 45-minute session a day. It comes with free training, and if you pay the $100 premium per month, you get your meal prep too. I'll cook your food for you.
Dude, cooking. That's the worst part. I eat out so much, and now I don't even want to do that.
Yeah, I brought over meal prep.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, let's see.
Do you like Brussels sprouts?
No. Food. This is our next topic.
Food? What are you eating?
I eat ground up turkey a lot, sweet potatoes.
Okay.
Easy to cook. It's super easy to cook. I know it's a very repetitive thing to cook.
Yeah, it sucks.
I don't really care because I don't have a lot of flavor in my life. Like, I'm fine eating the same thing over and over again because it's just me.
See, that's not me. I brought you my last 2 meal preps because I cannot eat ground turkey, spinach, and broccoli anymore. I've been doing it for 2 weeks straight now. It's a lot. And, like, eating to look the way that I'm trying to look is just, like, my snacks have become, like, what are they called? Rice cakes. I've been eating a ton of rice cakes and peanut butter.
Yeah.
Those are, like, my snacks now. And water. I probably drank more water in the past 3 weeks than I have in the past 4 years.
That's insane.
I would never drink water. I would drink Coke or Sprite.
I can agree with that, but I also still drank a lot of Dr. Pepper.
I don't drink.
They just came out with a
anymore.
Dr. Pepper and cream soda.
Oh, life changing. That sounds
It's
good.
Like 2 of my favorite pop soda
Beverages,
One
liquids.
is Dr. Pepper and one is cream soda. And then they put them together in a bottle.
Those 2 things fucked and made this beautiful, beautiful love child
Bro,
that is Dr. Pepper and cream soda. Do you have any in the
It
house?
is so good.
Do you have some?
No, OnQ has it though.
Well, we're not going.
It is so good.
We are stuck in this
The
home.
only issue with it is, like, if you don't like cream soda, you won't like it because
Oh.
you can tell.
Who doesn't like cream soda?
You can there's people that don't like it. There is a cream soda in it. Like, it's more cream soda than it is Dr. Pepper. But, like, Dr. Pepper has that cherry flavor. Because, like, that's why Mr. Pibb says they're cherry, blah, blah, which is Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is a cherry flavored. It's not like it's its own flavor. Dr. Pepper is its own thing. Like,
It's actually 23 bold.
there is nothing
There's 23
comparable
flavors in it.
to Dr. Pepper. I mean, I guess if you want to compare Mr. Pibb.
Mr.
But-
Pibb is not comparable to Mr. Pibb is one of
It's
those
its
things
own.
where they say, "Hey, is Mr. Pibb okay?" And my answer is always no. It's not okay.
I'm like,
I don't want that.
Whatever. But back to this cream soda, Dr. Pepper. Very cream soda-y. Very good. Soda-y. That's a word.
Soda-esque,
Soda-esque.
cream soda-esque.
I don't know. It's pretty damn good. Could I have it all the time? I didn't check the sugar content on
It's
that.
gotta be upwards of 70 grams.
A 20-ounce Dr. Pepper bottle has like 50 or 60 grams of sugar.
It's gotta be upwards of 70, dude.
Oh, it's got to be higher because cream soda is so.
It's straight sugar. That's all it is. You're
So-
mainlining it basically. Put it on a
so
spoon
good.
and shoot it.
This is not ASMR about cream soda. I'm just kidding. I don't know how people watch those videos. Have you ever watched an ASMR video?
Yeah, it freaks me out. The ones that get me are the ones of like the hot chick and she's like eating Pringles super slow and just smacking. And I don't know if it's supposed to be like food porn, but I cannot get into those videos, dude. I've seen them all.
There's-
I can't get or the corn on the cob. That one is gross because it's all up in their teeth.
There was a video that I watched the other day of an unboxing of this new DJ mixer, and it was an ASMR because I couldn't find any other videos on it besides that one. I was like, who in their right mind? His name's Christian Jackson. The dude's a great like guy in our world because he's DJ and does lighting and stuff like that.
And he makes really good videos about like the Grand MA.
Yeah, which is like a big, giant, expensive lighting controller. But so we watch his videos all the time. But he was the only one that had an unboxing of this new mixer and did an ASMR, and I was just like, I don't want to watch this, but I want to see this mixer. Like it
It's
was
like he's
so-
cutting it open.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he like puts the microphone really close down by the knobs and starts turning them, and I'm like, Christian, this is weird. Like this is really weird.
Yeah, Christian, if you're watching this, no more ASMR videos.
Yep, dude.
Or do it. I don't care. We're doing this whole
Honestly,
thing.
if you can do it and like not make it to where if I watch it without sound, I'm good. But other than that, keep the Grand MA lighting like videos and vlogs and all that coming because literally,
Where
that
do
stuff is
we
so
get off
cool.
telling this guy how to do his job?
Yeah,
This is our first podcast. We're over here like, man, you're doing a great job, but if we had some tips to give you, it'd be like maybe, hey, don't let your camera die in the middle of your podcast, Garrett and Malcolm. Get a mic stand, idiots. Have a desk.
we can't do mic stands.
Have some kind of have anything in front of you that we could glance at and be like, oh, we need to talk about that.
If we had mic stands, maybe we'll get there. I mean, we're about to be isolated for the next 8 weeks, so maybe we'll upgrade to like a desk right here, and then like a side shot to where we're sitting in like chairs, and then I got something better than the boom squad thing here.
We put up that picture that
And then
has
we got
me cut out.
arms with the man. We actually talked about doing this a long time ago, and it just so happens that we have nothing to do right now, so we might as
So
well
we're doing
do
it. We're gonna do this. Start checking out our streaming. We're gonna start streaming our gaming at Bad at
Let's
Gaming.
talk about gaming real quick.
Oh,
What time? How much time we got? We're gonna end this in 6 minutes. All right, Call of Duty
I'm gonna tell you
Warzone.
right now, dude. I'm gonna fart. Oh, buddy, that's that protein right there. Hope the mic didn't pick that up. That's gonna be brutal in here. This
I
is a
hope
100
not.
square foot room. I think
No,
maybe
this is
90,
smaller.
maybe 90.
This is like a 50 square foot.
I swear to God, by the end of this podcast, I'm gonna know how to do that math.
It's just length times width.
Squared.
No,
You got to square something.
no.
Where does the square come from?
That's the number.
But you got to root it.
10 times 10 is
Is
100.
Yes.
100
Boom.
square feet.
But there's this cutout right here. It's probably like what?
Well,
4
yeah,
feet,
this
3
throws
feet?
it off. You have to measure this. If you're not, this is so stupid. Why are we explaining this?
We're-
Everyone
dude,
knows how to do square footage. Back to the gaming. Call of Duty Warzone. You haven't played it yet, right?
No, I have not. But check our stream out tonight. We'll be streaming that.
Yeah, we might as well. We got to figure out some type of other income. So
Some kind of revenue. We need a different stream of revenue.
The new Call of Duty Warzone is dope. If you haven't, add me. The problem is it's only squads of 3.
That's fine.
But it competes with Fortnite. It's better than Blackout, which was Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's better because there's some just upgraded things that have made their own battle royale great. But yeah, you gotta play it.
I'm the worst gamer ever, and that's why we call our stream Bad at Gaming, mostly because of me. Garrett will get in there and drop like 60, 70 kills. I usually bring up the back of the team with like 20, maybe 30, and 60 deaths.
This is the first Call of Duty that I've been actually really good at ever. Like, all of my friends have always been really good at gaming. They still are. Like, they really are still good.
Goalie.
Yeah, our friend Goalie. So we play with this guy through a friend. He's a friend of a friend that we've never met. There's like a group of them from Missouri. We got Ian, Nick, Goalie. There's some other ones too. Day.
Don't ask me. I don't know any of their actual names.
There's like 1 or 2 other guys too that we play with that we've never met. They're friends with our friends Carter and Hayden. Or just Carter.
Yeah, just Carter.
Hayden's never met them either. But we play with them all the time, and people are just like, "You're friends with people you don't know?" It's like, yeah, we play games with them all the time. Like when you're on a headset with someone for,
5-6 hours.
Yeah, 5-6 hours, and we've been playing together for like 3 years. Like I was invited to Goalie's wedding, like which is hilarious. I didn't get to go because we had a football game, but yeah, it's a bond. It's great. That's why I like gaming. Gaming's fun.
Yeah, and I think this is the first Call of Duty that like really takes you back to like Modern Warfare 2 days, where you get in there and people are like actively shitting on each other.
Oh yeah, dude.
Where like
game chat.
I had a kid tell me the other day that he was gonna bench press my grandmother's coffin, and I live for that. Yeah. He cut me to the core, dude. I was like, "Joke's on you, my grandma's alive, you bitch." But that's how that goes, man.
Bro, that's bad.
Oh, it was bad. It gets way worse too. There's like they say some raunchy, just disgusting things about mothers and daughters and your brothers and everything else in between that just gets out of hand. And I love it. I live for it.
That's insane.
Gotta love it, man. Well, I think that's gonna about wrap it up.
Yeah. We're gonna play some games. You can watch those later if you want. I'm
Bad at Gaming. Check it out.
I don't know what. I think it's just DJ Garrett Ebbs on Twitch.
Or we're gonna stream on Twitch.
Yeah. I don't know. I might stream on YouTube. It's easier.
Yeah.
Then everything's in one place. But I need to get like an actual computer to stream from and stuff. But I can't do that because I got no cash flow right now.
All right, everybody. Hotkey
yeah.
that subscribe button. We're gonna be doing this every week, keeping you
might
updated.
Do this, like
bi-weekly at first.
Oh, at this rate, we're gonna do it weekly.
Yeah, weekly
we
currently.
Might do it twice in 1 week. Maybe. Probably not.
We'll get some segments. You guys just got to stick with us. The first one is gonna be horrible. We knew this was gonna go badly.
Yep.
We had nothing prepared. We sat down, we did it, and it's done.
Yep.
So here it is. It's going out in the world. Thank you for tuning into the Q Up. And
we're calling it the Q Up.
I'm calling it the Q Up. I like it. It rolls off the tongue. It's quick. It's fresh. It has something to do with DJing that we're both very into, and it's Q it up, baby.
This podcast will be about a lot of DJ stuff.
We'll get to a point where we'll start doing reviews.
It'll be talking about gaming. We're always going to talk about
sports.
Gaming. Sports when it rolls back eventually.
We'll answer some questions from, callers or not callers, but like.
Maybe we'll have some guests on here.
Yeah.
And here's one thing, if you've made it this far, that I want to address. Everyone's going to be starting a podcast, because there's nothing else to do. We've had this idea for a very long time. We just never, we did one, we didn't like it, and we've just been way too busy.
It wasn't that, our very first one that we did was not that bad, but we did not think about Googling the name of our podcast before we were going to put it out there. It was going to be called Behind the Decks, which was a great name, but it was already the name of a podcast. So we had to nix it And then that was like a year ago now.
Yeah.
It was just.
The other thing with this podcast too is like, whenever we do start doing better things, like, you know, if we do the review thing or whatever, like, we actually are going to probably take this seriously. It's not just going to be us talking about our lives. Like, we
No.
actually will bring up things. Like, definitely would like to do, because we like OU Athletics so much, would definitely like to either do a vlog or a podcast with, like, certain people. Like, Drew would never get on here, but, like,
But it'd be so funny if
the
he
head
did.
of marketing, if we were to talk to him, like, just because guess what, they got nothing going on right now either. So, anyways, yeah, all right, close it out, I guess.
You know, awkward elbow hug that subscribe button. Wash your hands, and we'll keep you updated. Thanks for stopping by.